Guys, what's up? It is Doug, and welcome to a Halloween edition of Hall and Wax. And hey, hello, how's it going? I'm back. It's been, I don't know, I think like 5 or 6 weeks since I've recorded. Been on a YouTube hiatus. This fall I went at it pretty hard, and I'm just busy with other things too. A lot of work, other hobbies, family stuff. Of course, it's October. It's my favorite time of year. And September and October, I've been just doing a bunch of activities, stuff on the weekend. And, just kind of burnt out also from YouTube. I have to cycle my hobbies in and out, And so I've just been on a little bit of a break, but I am back. I wanted to do a Halloween video, and I specifically wanted to come back also to talk about these before it was too late for the season. This is Witch's Cauldron by Country Candle. Brand new. This is one of the limited edition ones. And this is the classic version of Witch's Cauldron. Came out a few years ago. I've had this candle for a few years now. And I wanted to do sort of a review of Witch's Cauldron, the new candle, and I wanted to compare it with the old one because there are some slight differences. It's pretty much the same, but sort of like a note strength difference here. And I wanted to talk about them. So that said, let's get going here, shall we? So, whenever I bought Witch's Cauldron, which came back, part of the Kringle pre-order that they did with the limited edition candles, I've always said that Witch's Cauldron is my favorite candle, right? I love Halloween. It's my favorite season. October is my favorite time of the year. So, of course, if my favorite Halloween candle has to be my favorite candle, right? At least that's my default answer, right? It's tough to say what your real favorite is because I like different candles at different times. But gunpoint, I'm going to say Witch's Cauldron. And the interesting thing for me was to see how I would actually like it when I could burn it all the time. Because here's the thing. I've had Witch's Cauldron for a couple years now, the classic version of this here. And I love the scent. But I wondered, well, because I ration this. I only burn this on Halloween. I've kept it very special to where I only will burn it on Halloween. I just don't have a lot of this candle to burn, and they're hard to find now that the word is out. The old ones are. At least they were hard to find before that the new ones came out. And I guess I should also say I also have this in the Kringle version, the 2-wick black Kringle, but I haven't burned that one. I'm not going to burn that one. That one I'm going to keep for a collector's edition thing. I talk about that in my haul video, the Kringle Halloween stuff, but happy to burn the Country Candle version of it. They smell like they're the same to me on cold, so... but anyways, getting back to it, sorry, I keep getting distracted. The thing is, since I rationed this and only burned it on Halloween, even though I love the scent, it was in limited burst, right? And it's one of those things, right? Absence makes the heart grow fonder, is what they say, something like that. And so I didn't know. Whenever I had this to burn a bunch, would I still like it the same? Would I think it was, not something I would want to burn all the time, or at least in October? Well, having burned a bunch of this here, and you can see I burned it a good portion here. Haven't gone totally crazy with it, but I burned it normally every couple of days. I'll give it a really good burn, especially on the weekends. That's my main weekend burning candle in October. The answer is I absolutely love this candle. As much or more than I thought I would even. To me, this has become my October burner now, and I can't wait next year. I'm hoping it comes back to where I can buy more of this because it's going to pretty much be my Halloween candle now. There are a couple other great ones that are out there, of course. I love Halloween candles in general, but as far as like what my workhorse candle would be through October, it's going to be Witch's Cauldron. So let's talk about the actual candle, the Country Candle specifically. So what does Witch's Cauldron smell like? Listen, I'm hoping a lot of you out there got to try them. I know that these things, they went on Mercari for a ridiculous amount after the pre-orders went out because they made more of these, but I know the black tumblers, they only made 100, or so they say. Witch's Cauldron is it's a smoky, woody October night scent. I love it. Despite burning this a bunch, I just cannot get enough of this. So it's a heavy smoke, like a freshly doused campfire is what it reminds me of the most. It's like smoldering embers, like legit smoldering embers, very smoky. There's a slight like leaf forest floor kind of note to it. And the biggest difference for me with this one, what I can really pick up this version, and I have to give it to Shane, the candle enthusiast. He's long said this was in there, and I always thought he was crazy because in the older version of it, I didn't get much of it. But he says there's like a cola, a peppery cola, like a Dr. Pepper vibe. I totally get that in this version of it, in the newer one, and it smells awesome. It's not a syrupy, sweet kind of scent. It's just, again, it's like that cola scent, right? It's just a little bit with it, and it's more noticeable than the old one, and it makes it a little more inviting. And I say inviting, this is still a crazy scent, right? I mean, it's still an incredibly smoky, woody scent. It's very spooky, very scary. but it does make it a little more accessible. And I guess that's, I guess we can talk about the comparison. That's the big difference of the new one. The new one has a little bit less of the smoke. It's still plenty, but it's less of the smoke and more of that mid-range, which I guess we'll call it the cola note, right? A little bit peppery. Tough to really say what exactly it is. This is a complex scent, but it's a little more of that, right? We'll call it cola. And it's just less heavy with the smoke, and that does make it more inviting. I know that whenever I burn the old one, the previous one, the smoke is extremely heavy, and to where I could see where that could cause issue for some people. So I have to talk about this too within the scent, the whole Band-Aid thing. I know that some people out there, they think it smells like Band-Aids, and I've talked to enough of you out there who've left comments on previous Kringle videos I've done, or previous ones where I've talked about this, because this is actually the third review video I've actually done on Witches Cauldron over the years, because the previous ones were on my Spooky Villages channel, and I've talked about the scent in other places too, on the various group pages, on Instagram, blah, 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 and I've heard enough folks say that they get Band-Aids out of this. I don't, it's just one of those things that doesn't register in my brain. Oh, I love this. It is so spooky. This is an October night. It's like haunted woods. I love this. That campfire has gone out. It's like the chimney smoke wafting out of like the haunted house in the woods. Love this. It's amazing. And I know it doesn't have to do with the scent, but let's talk about the label, because it's pretty much the same on all of them. It's very much reminiscent of a classic Ozzy Osbourne cover. Ozzy, a lot of those records, that he used to do in the 80s, that he did in the 80s. I love those, right? Again, guitar player. I was big into heavy metal back in the day, so of course I loved Ozzy, loved all Ozzy's guitar players, Randy Rhoads, Jakey Lee, etc. And anyways, I love those old album covers, and they scared me because my brother, who is 10 years older than me, I'm 35, so it was around when I was 5 or 6, he used to have all those in his room. Scared the crap out of me. I didn't even want to be in the room alone with them, and particularly The Ultimate Sin, that album cover scared me. But this reminds me of like Ozzy Osbourne dressed up in a lot of those Ozzy album covers that he had, back in his heyday. So it's rock and roll, right? I love that. It's just kind of an extra thing with this candle. I just love the scent of this. Again, this is October to me. It's not for everybody, but if it is for you, you probably love it. It's earthy. It's slightly dirty. It's just authentic smoked wood with that little bit of extra stuff in it. And I don't even know what's all here, but again, there's like a cola note in it too. I love this. And the fact I can burn it all the time now, or that I don't have to ration it. I should say, it's not like I have a bunch of these. I only bought this one and the other, the black tumbler. But I will next year, assuming they come back, buy more so I can burn it all October. Love this scent. It's amazing. This is my favorite Halloween scent, bar none. It rocks, the country version. A little bit dialed down on the smoke. More of that like cola note. That's the difference here. It's still Witches Cauldron, just a little bit of a different mix. The notes are the same. It rocks. Burn here was fine. 2 wick, you can see they're pretty short here. I've kept them trimmed. They've actually done a pretty good job of staying short, but pools out. Everything's fine on it. A little bit sooty. That's just the Country Candle way. 2 wick candles, multi-wick, 2 wick, 3 wick, 4 wick now. They're gonna soot. It's just what it is. It comes with the territory, right? So this one hasn't been that bad. You can see here it's a little black on it, but I don't care. It's just that the Country Candles always are kind of sooters, but it has burned pretty well. Pools out quick, no problems there. So strength on this, a solid 7.5, and I can tell you, it never got weaker than that, and a 7.5 is good for this candle, because if it was much stronger consistently, it would be too much, because that smoky firewood smell, the earthiness, it'll just rock you, and it would just be too much of it. So this is about perfect. I think they nailed it. It does seem, we'll say, maybe a little bit stronger than the other version of it, which I'd say maybe is like a 7 with the old version. But it's a multi-wick candle that has a deeper pool, so I mean, I'm sure that probably has more to do with it. And it's fresher, right? The other one was poured, I think, in 2013 or 14, the one that I have. So it's been out a while, or it's been in the jar a while. This is fresh. So, and I don't know about curing. I know that this one, they were poured and then they got sent out pretty quick. At least this one did. I didn't burn it though for a week or 2, I think. So it probably had about, I don't know, 3 some weeks to cure. I don't know if that really makes a difference or not. But anyways, this one here, really, really nice from a performance, scent, throw-wise. 7.5. Perfect for what Witches Cauldron should be, I think. So final thoughts on this, man. I mean, again, this is amazing. This is my favorite Halloween candle. And at gunpoint, probably my favorite candle, I'll just say, because Halloween is my favorite holiday. Yes, I have some other fall candles that I absolutely love that are great, and Christmas as well. It's not like I would want to burn this all year round, but since Halloween is my favorite holiday, I'm going to say it's my favorite candle still. I love it, and it's cool that I can burn it more. I love, love, love Witches Cauldron. And let me tell you, I didn't grab it before I recorded here, so whoops, but a killer combination with this, if you have it, because this candle's also sold out, but Black Magic by Homeworks. That's an amazing black licorice scent. I'm not going to get to talk about it this year because this is my Halloween video for this year that I'm doing at this point, the last one I'm going to do. But Black Magic by Homeworks is awesome. That is a very powerful black licorice scent, and it is a killer combo with Witches Cauldron. I don't like to burn Witches Cauldron with many other things. I haven't found it works much, but with Black Magic by Homeworks, it works great. Any black licorice candle would work with it, but that one is so strong that it fights. I love it. It like fights with this candle for strength, and it smells awesome. It's very spooky, very October. So this is the perfect candle when it is cool outside to burn. And yes, going in the future here, while I'm not going to just burn on a Halloween night, this is my October burner now. I'm happy that I can burn it whenever I want. So, all right, guys, hey, thank you very much. It is great to talk to you guys again here. I'm looking forward to the comments and everything else. Love talking to you guys. And of course, you can always follow me on Instagram. I'm always on there at Hall and Wax. So thank you guys very much for watching. And I hope you and your family have a very, very happy Halloween.